Good morning, advertising and marketing executives. I'm sure we are all familiar with television advertisements, right? Well, a television survey taken by our team on the Saturday the 5th of May 2012 revealed that 16 minutes per hour was spent playing television advertisements. This makes television marketing a successful platform for effective communication. Our company, Paper Inc., has recently launched a new budget brand of office supplies called CopyCat. We have chosen this name because it is a phrase widely known in Australia's culture and therefore would be relatable to audiences. It also resembles the nature of the line of products we are selling. However, we have decided to focus on CopyCat budget paper to advertise on television. We have organised this presentation into 3 sections: brand, communication to audiences, and communication techniques used within the advertisement. By the conclusion of this presentation, we hope that everyone will have a firm understanding of our brand, product, and advertising plan. When forming our brand, we wanted to establish a good brand identity. We have decided to consider factors such as the high cost of living and the high demand for office supplies. By incorporating these into our brand, we will be able to establish a good foundation of consumers. Some of our strong brand values are quality and versatility. Rather than create a one-dimensional brand, we wanted to make a brand that could produce multiple products to be used in multiple ways. Additionally, we wanted our CopyCat range to be perceived as a cost-effective, quality substitute to more higher-priced luxury goods. These are the factors which we hope will be seen through our advertisement. At Paper Inc., we believe entertaining advertisements make for successful marketing. Throughout the advertisement, we wanted to maintain a creative image. We do this by having the main character, Toby, use his imagination to build items out of paper, such as paper planes, paper boards, and a paper sculpture. If we just created an advertisement that only told a viewer CopyCat paper was a budget brand, it would be very ineffective. So by having an advertisement full of strange and entertaining situations, we will be able to gain the attention of a wide spread of viewers, whilst at the same time telling them that CopyCat paper is a cheaper alternative to expensive copy paper. We have made the first frame to resemble a board man. By doing this, we can interact with audiences because this could be a mutual feeling or one that they have experienced before. We also incorporated a comedic element into our advertisement. This is executed by the unnatural use of paper. Some of what Toby does with the paper a normal business person would usually do, or would do, but not to the extent that Toby takes it to, especially in the case of the paper sculpture. By using this, we can appeal to audiences from our target audience of business people and students, as well as audiences outside of our target audience. To go further in depth in the advertisement, we will examine the construction of the advertisement frame by frame.
Frame 1 shows Toby bored at work and he is ideally surrounded by expensive branded paper. He is lazing around looking for something to do. In constructing our advertisement, we use various different semiotic elements to put meaning behind our commercial. Frame 1 consists of 3 elements. The first is Toby's face. His hand and the slant of his face have been positioned to trigger a sensor in the audience that correlates with the feeling of boredom. We have used this index in conjunction with the conventional sign of the stacks of paper either side of Toby. We have incorporated this conventional sign because although the connection between the signifier and the signifier is completely arbitrary, we believe it heightens the meaning of the frame overall. Additionally, the paper stacks are complied of binder folders and documents we would associate with a business nature. This sign requires the extra textual knowledge of business to be able to establish that Toby is an employee of a business organisation. In the second frame, Toby is seen folding a piece of paper using a sheet of expensive paper. As the folding of the paper plane cannot be directly associated with the stacks of paper or anything to do with the advertisement, we consider this frame a conventional sign. As previously stated, the signified and the signifier have a completely arbitrary connection. The third frame shows the amount of paper Toby has wasted by making and throwing paper aeroplanes. Simply, the third frame is the result of the second frame. The image displayed in our advertisement plan is an indexual sign that implies that Toby has wasted paper by making planes. We wanted to create this frame to be an index because we wanted our audience to see the result of Toby making paper planes. By doing this, we have displayed what could be achieved by using paper in that way. Frame 4 consists of Toby wasting more paper by building and sitting in a fort made out of expensive brand paper. He will be smiling, showing that he is no longer bored. This frame consists of semiotic elements working together. The first is that Toby's face is an index of a man feeling a happy emotion. The second is the paper fort. The fort is an icon of a house because it physically resembles what it stands for. However, the entirety of the frame is seen as a conventional sign because it cannot be directly connected to CopyCat copy paper. Furthermore, if one has the extra textual knowledge of seeing the advertisement before, one would be able to connect the paper fort to CopyCat copy paper.
In frame 5, Toby is seen wasting more paper by creating a sculpture of himself using expensive copy paper. Toby is very proud of himself for creating such a masterpiece. The first sign in this frame is Toby's face. As said before, his face is an index of a happy and proud man. This communicates to audiences that Toby is proud of his work, and they too could be proud of creating a paper sculpture. The second element is a conventional sign, and it is the paper sculpture. This is a conventional sign because it cannot be directly associated to the paper advertisement. The sixth frame is an altercation between Toby and his boss. While Toby is admiring his masterpiece, his boss comes storming in and we see the large pile of expensive copy paper Toby has accumulated. As a result, his boss starts yelling at him. This image consists of two signs working together. The first is that Toby's boss's face is an index to an angry person. The second is Toby's face as an index to an intimidated person. Both of these elements meld together to produce a theme of displeasure, which is the concept we are trying to get across in this frame. The mountain of paper is an index sign because it implies the usage of paper by Toby. The connection of the two signs creates a meaning of waste, which is communicated to the audience by the parallel images. In the last frame, it is a blurred out shot of Toby being yelled at by his boss, with the CopyCat slogan and the words, "CopyCat budget copy paper. You can afford to be creative," in the foreground. This is a conventional sign because these words cannot mean the same thing universally. For example, if a Spanish person were watching this advertisement, they would not understand the point. Therefore, to be able to interpret this advertisement the way we want it to be interpreted, cultural competency is required. The words are also used to indicate that if the workplace or business saved money buying budget copy paper, the boss wouldn't be so angry about the accumulated misuse of paper. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, we believe that this advertisement will be successful in conveying our brand, product, and intentions to the intended audience. By constructing each frame with multiple semiotic elements, we have produced meaning which audiences can withdraw from watching the advertisement. It is clear that this advertisement would only be successful in Australia because of the intertextual references to Australian life. We believe we have strategically produced this advertisement to provide effective communication to audiences. Thank you for your time today.